Hello viewers, well the first gameplay has come in for WRC 9, showing a bit of New Zealand, so let's jump on and take a look. So, as you'd all expect, it's an evolution of WRC8. WRC8 took things a long way forward. This is sort of the next step, if you like. And I think that over the course of the next few years, there'll be lots of small steps and then big steps again. We're moving now transitional. This game will appear on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, for example, in next-gen consoles. It's going to be interesting to see how that transition takes place with different companies. I mentioned recently on the MotoGP video about there being a vision, and that vision is years in the making. And I kind of see that here as well. Developers can see where it's going to be in 10 years' time. They can see it's going to be real life. But every year you can do one piece of that massive jigsaw and bring it all together. I know there's a lot of work to be done. It's going to take time. It's nice to see that gradually it's coming together piece by piece by piece. It's like every year when they create a rally game, it's not going to be the perfect rally game. It's going to be a step. But I do feel that the next gen consoles are going to open up all kinds of doors in the long run in terms of physics and how they can render a lot more in the environments and details. It's going to be an amazing time for racing games in the next few years. It's funny, when we see New Zealand on a video like this, it always kind of brings me back to Colin McRae Rally. I remember, playing Colin McRae Rally where there was a demo, I think, first, and just playing that New Zealand stage to death. I mean, I loved playing Colin McRae Rally, and the sound, the feel, everything. I suppose I loved Sega Rally to that point, and I wanted more Sega Rally, and there was nothing like Sega Rally on the PlayStation, and it scratched that itch, and I loved sort of Colin McRae Rally. I loved New Zealand. And there was nothing like that really for a long time until WRC 3. I kind of felt that they sort of captured that original Colin McRae feel. And I mentioned then I liked New Zealand. I thought I'd just show you this old clip from an old video 9 years ago where I first took a look at New Zealand on WRC 3. Let's take a look. So it's on to stage 7 of the World Rally Championship, New Zealand. Let's take a look. So now in New Zealand, one of the rallies I've enjoyed the most in this game so far, has to be said. I've always enjoyed New Zealand. I've always liked the handling of it. So away then we go. And you can see straight away I've got a really nice feel for the way the car slides. This is nice. Nice flow to it. A little bit too quick almost in that section there. Could have done getting in a couple of tenths sooner. Nicely on the power. Trying to get to a nice flow. These are very long flowing corners. You want to really get into that rhythm with it. Once you're in the rhythm, it feels really good, really handy. Always aware of those crests, those tricky crests, where you're going to be going. So a little bit older, a little bit greyer, a little bit less hair. But either way, you can see the evolution from Colin McRae 1 to WRC, the inspiration, and I sort of hark back when I think about it, and I see some elements here that sort of remind me, just like this scene here, of those games and racing through it. I think this year we're going to see some tweaks. There's various improvements. There's new rallies to come with, obviously, as well as New Zealand, you've got Japan and Kenya. Of course, we saw a version of Kenya in V-Rally a few years ago. Over 50 official teams and their livery from WRC2, WRC, WRC2, WRC3 and Junior WRC. Over 15 bonus cars have left their mark on the history of WRC, and exclusive new game modes soon to be discovered. So there's a lot there in terms of improvements coming to the game. And again, I try to stress to you all that it's always steps and improvements, taking elements that people wanted fixed last year, fixing those and adding new elements all the time, while the development teams for all games prepare for that huge transition to next gen, and when we will see sort of the first next gen titles, and that's going to be another conversation for a podcast. But I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of chat today. I'm looking forward to seeing more in the game and a hands-on in the next few weeks. There's still work to be done here. They haven't added the co-driver sound effects yet, it mentioned on the video. And I look forward to seeing how they give the stages a bit more life as well. I always feel New Zealand is one of those that always seems to be a bit barren in every game. And I just want to see how they develop that WRC energy. But that's it from me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this, and there'll be more from me very soon. Hello viewers, well thanks for watching the video today. Do like and subscribe, it supports what we do. Do become a YouTube member. YouTube Patreon supports all of our content you see on the channel, and of course lots of gaming from retro to modern games. I love it all in terms of racing action. So click on one of the 2 videos just there to find out more.